Is it on? Is it on, honey? Is this bitch recorded? Oh, what's up, YouTube land, Twitter land, Instagram land, Snapchat, Grindr, Squirrel, BGC, Jack, Facebook, Periscope, and last but not least, every single one of my bitches. Christian Mingle and the lands all across the land. This is your girl, T.S. Madison, and I'm coming to you loud, live, and always and forever in color from the Queen's Supreme Court. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we need you to get those drinks together, get your seats, and honey, get ready, because these shows are ones for the books. You already know how it goes, girl. You about to go to trial. The Queen's Supreme Court starts now. Hey everybody, this is T.S. Madison, and if you are trying to grow your business, brand, or product, why not advertise with me? Email me at booktsmadison@gmail.com so that you can get in on our comprehensive advertisement packages. Unique visits, unique subscribers, honey, a broad demographic. Advertise with me today. The views and opinions expressed on this program is just that. Views and opinions. Don't take any of it serious. But I will warn you, viewer discretion is advised. Live from the basement of a marvelous chateau, it's the Queen's Supreme Court. Jury court is now in session. We ready? Can y'all hear me, girls, honey? Is you live? Is you live, whores? Whores, are you live? Can y'all hear me out there, girl? I just want to make sure, because I know y'all bitches can see me. I know that I can be seen. You get what I said? I know y'all heard me. I know y'all can see me. I just wanted to know, could y'all hear me? Oh, y'all saying Oliver did that? Oh, that's what y'all saying? Oliver did that? Yes, ma'am. I've been noticing that there's been an oversaturation of imitation. However, imitation is the biggest form of flattery. But you know, I keep y'all hoes pussy with some shoes on it. So step your pussy up, bitches. Step your pussy up, bitch. I originated what you're doing out there, girls. Anyway, that was no shade. Those are all facts. Facts could never be shady. So anyway, here we go. All right. So y'all already know, bitch. I wasn't gonna do the song. I had said I wasn't gonna do the song because, you know, we got one of those heavy nights, and I've been seeing the comment section down there that people have been saying, oh, you know, I just want to laugh. I want to motherfucking laugh and whoop-de-whoop. So I'm like, girl, it's going to be one of those hard things tonight. But before we start laughing, can you make your titties bounce? Can you make your titties bounce? Can your titties bounce like a motherfucker? Can they bounce? Can they bounce? Can your titties bounce? Can your titties bounce? Make your titties bounce. Can your titties bounce? Can your titties bounce? Make your titties bounce. What? Can your titties bounce? Can your titties bounce? Make your titties bounce. Can your titties bounce? Can your titties bounce? What? Make your titties bounce. Tell them what? Say. Oh, wait. Derek. What Derek? What Derek get? What Derek? I want to know if Derek can make. If Derek, no, just Derek. Just Derek. Derek, can you make your titties bounce?
I can't make my titties. My titties too little. I got little titties.
Do a little bit like this. Say. Do it.
I got small. I got bounce like this. I can do it like this.
Well, do it with me, do it with me, do it with me, do it with me, say it.
Okay, I can move them together.
Do it with me. Or do it with me. Or do it with me. See, let me tell you something. I would have got up, but my skirt's so short. My skirt's so short, I would have did the butterfly. I would have did it, but my skirt's so short. So I got to
I wish I could make it bounce a little bit more. That's all I got.
Tell her what, say. Hey! Where you at? Where you at, hoes? Where you at? Where you at, hoes? Tell her. Ow! Do it like you ride your man. Like you ride your man. Like you ride your man at the. Ow! And listen, let me tell you something. I would have stood up and shut my dress. Derek, you saw when we was rehearsing.
I'm glad you stayed seated.
You know, cause I ain't got no business.
Real inappropriate.
It would have been real Tina Turner Nutbush City everywhere, honey. Motorcycles is definitely ain't allowed in it. You hear what I'm telling you? Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Queen Supreme Court tonight. Tonight we got a very heavy show. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on with us colored folk. The show is by black, with black. And it's gonna get real black tonight, honey. And you know we got that Nigerian over there running the damn system. So he's all the way from Africa. So it's all the way black in this motherfucker tonight. Okay. And I'd like for you guys to put your hands together for Fashion Queen's very own, television's very own DerekJ. Put your hands together for DerekJ, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
You know, I feel so good to be here virtually on the Queen Supreme Court, child. Next time when we get with all this stuff, I want to sit next to you. So I can
I promise you. Listen, as long as you keep your contract fulfilled, you can always sit with me.
I'm gonna hold up my end of the bargain. You know, I signed that contract, girl. So
hold up the contract, girl. Baby, them girls, listen, them children is delusional.
Crazy.
Them children is delusional, baby. Listen. Every time I think about the children, all I think about is Joe Clark. You know that famous line from Joe Clark when he told that boy to jump? Mm-hmm. They'll figure it out. Anyway, so before we get started into the show, I need to go ahead and take a word from our sponsor, okay? Our sponsors is what makes the show go around. And this sponsor in particular, we possibly need their help tonight. So take Derek out the way. Hold on, let me put him and let's get a word in from the sponsor. Come on, Mo. Put the sponsor up there. Ain't no sound to it, is it? Well, put me back up there. Put the sound. Put me so I can talk over the sponsor. All right. Y'all can hear me. All right. So D&J Mystical Creation has a huge online selection of spiritual supplies, such as handmade smudges, oils, crystals, chime candles, bath salts, incense and incense burners, Florida water soap, CBD salve, handmade leather tarot cases, wallets, handmade talismans, and many more items. They have all that you need: kits for love, protection, wealth and abundance, and intuition. These are going for $25 plus shipping and handling. Please shop them on Facebook at D&J Mystical Creations or at DallasPsychicFair.com. That's DallasPsychicFair.com. Select Virtual Fair, Vendor Marketplace, and select D&J Mystical Creations to see all of the items that they have available for purchase. For those of you that are local to North Dallas, mobile notary public services are also available. You can reach them by phone at 903-407-1594 or email them at bentonprim5108@hotmail.com. There you go. All right. You know, I got to go down there, honey, get me old nasty smell, honey. We got to get Orange up out of there. We got to get that orange demon about it. Listen, a spell put his motherfucking ass in this bitch, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, listen, y'all don't start me, because if you got a business, I told y'all in the beginning of the video, and listen, I'm black on black operator. You know what we get down with. Listen, come through. You got a product, you need exposure, hit the doll up. You know I'm with it. Shit, money green. But anyway, first up, I want to start out by letting the people know out there, not this. Well, I want us to let the people know that Amazon Fresh, Derek J. I don't know what you do, but Craig told me this. Amazon Fresh is now accepting food stamps in select states, and Georgia is one of them.
I already placed my order.
You know, I had to learn that from Craig, because you know one thing about Craig is handling that business down there over there.
Let me tell you something. When I heard about that
down there in that downtown area, Craig handling that business, bitch. I told y'all, Craig been out there riding that bicycle because he getting all that good government money.
Listen, I used my Snap card and made my order on Amazon Fresh.
But did you use your food stamps, Derek J?
Yes, I did. Yes, I used my food stamps.
Oh, wait a minute. A rich bitch like you get food stamps? What?
Yes, honey.
I need the secret. Can somebody tell me the secret?
Honey, I pay taxes and I pay into it. So run me my food stamps.
That's right. Run it to you. All right. Well, Derek, you know what we're going through. The country is in a state of so much stuff going on. It is ridiculous, honey. Mm-hmm. This just poured in from CNN tonight, and let's take a look.
Overwhelming law enforcement presence until the violence has been quelled. If a city or state refuses to take the actions that are necessary to defend the life and property of their residents, then I will deploy the United States military and quickly solve the problem for them. I am also taking swift and decisive action to protect our great capital, Washington, D.C.
Well, now, Derek J, on the line today with us, I also have Craig. We got Craig. Hey, Craig, add Craig to the line. Hey, Craig, how you doing? But before we get to Craig, move Craig out of the way. I love my baby, but move him out of the way. I don't want to see him right now. We got a Black historian and friend of mine, very close friend of mine, Eric Majette is here. And Eric called me and sent this over to me and explained the importance of why we need to communicate about this particular space right here. So Eric, can you run it down? Can you break it down, just as bit for us? You're a Black historian. There are other things. You share many other talents that I don't want to share that with the public right now. We're just a Black historian. So let's talk about it.
All right. It's really sad. It's really crazy where we find ourselves today. Like literally, this is this act that he just enacted, basically Agent Orange. It's literally putting us one step closer to martial law. This is like literally the importance of what's going on. What this is the Insurrection Act of 1807, and this allows the president to the ability to deploy military troops throughout the United States to suppress civil disobedience, insurrections, and rebellions. Like I said, it goes back to 1807. But the part of this that kind of, as we spoke about earlier, that kind of alarmed me was one of the acts. It allows for militias to be empowered. And as we know, militias.
Break that down a little bit more. You don't have to beat around the bush here. The militia that you're afraid of is the KKK militia.
Yeah, white supremacists. That's really what I'm worried about. And as you know, white people literally take their kids out shooting, hunting, and everything. This is only a repeat of the past. So with that in mind, I'm more so worried about our people. A lot of us don't have our Second Amendment right, or don't know about it, or have not gotten a gun to be able to protect yourselves and your homes and your families.
Well, most of the niggas I know watching right now got about 40 pistols in they shit. They especially if they mad at mob. They got. I told you the other day, bitch, I got a grenades in this motherfucker too.
I don't got a gun yet.
You don't have a gun, Derek?
I need to get one though.
This is
Tomorrow you need to go get one.
Craig, do you have a gun?
No, I don't have a gun.
Does this put you in any fear here?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make me want to go and get a gun either.
Eric, do you?
No, well, I know I need to go get a gun. Right. I went to the shooting range and shot a gun. I didn't like how that felt.
Right.
It's too much. Too much power in one hand, and that just I didn't like the way it felt. But I do feel that at this time, though, I need to go get a gun.
Definitely. You know? You need to have it just to protect yourselves. And the part that I was talking about where it says use of militias and armed forces to enforce federal authority. What that breaks down to is this: whenever the president considers unlawful obstructions, assemblages, rebellions against authority of the United States, it makes it impractical to enforce laws of the United States in any state by ordinary course of judicial proceedings. He may call in the federal service of such militias of any states, and also use of the armed forces as he deems necessary to suppress the rebellions. So that's what this whole that's the latter part of this particular act that he just enacted.
And so this puts you at a major DEFCON 6 in your brain.
Well, the thing is, it's one step ahead of martial law, which gives him full autonomy to take away everybody's rights. Right now, CNN is panicking because they're trying to figure out are there limitations to his power with this particular act. A lot of the our actual rights from the Constitution are null and void or are put on hold when this particular act is in use or invoked. So they're trying to figure out what rights are suppressed during this time period, which we should be, worried about.
So basically, your encouragement right now is encouraging the people, especially people of color,
just to go out yourselves. No, not go out. Literally, if you have whatever you need to protect your home and your family, get it. Period.
Derek, you're gonna have to put the wine bottle down, bitch, and go out there and get you a sawed-off shotgun. You ain't crazy.
I'm gonna go get me a gun, but not only that, y'all, too. We gotta go vote too. Like, so let's make sure. I want all this stuff to change. We really gotta go vote.
And the whole thing about it is, like Derek is saying, you need to vote locally. Mm-hmm. Right now, we can't change anything at the top. We have to work our way up. Local voting is most important. Your DAs, your school boards. These are all the things that affect your immediate safety. If you have somebody that's a white supremacist that's on the DAs, your black ass, if you get caught up in court, you're going to jail and you're going to have the book thrown at you. So these are things that we can actually do for ourselves at the local level. A lot of people are really worried and disenfranchised at the higher level, which, yes, if you're not in the game, if you don't have a seat at the table, you don't have a say. And that's going to start at the bottom, literally voting for your local assembly people, the school board, the city council, all of these things. These are things that we need to make sure that we're represented in so that we don't get ourselves caught in situations kind of like we are moving forward.
There's a local election, I believe it's June 9th.
That's right.
And there are a lot of people that don't know that there's a local election.
Right. And see, here's the thing that I think is the problem too. Often, and myself included, oftentimes when you talk about these local elections, like Eric was saying, when you're voting for these judges, these sheriffs, we don't often know who those people are. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and then you can't actually pull your phone out in the booth,
right?
Try to Google these people while you're in there. A lot of times you don't even know these people's names until you're in the booth and you're actually voting.
Right, and then here's how a lot of people win by default, because a lot of people are not going out and they're not voting because they don't know. We only thinking about November. We're not really thinking about all the stuff. And every morning on the morning show, I talk about this and I say that because I asked you this question too, Eric. I said, what is it that needs to be done
Right.
You know, like what is it that needs to be done in the whole grand scheme of things? You know, we did talk about voting and stuff like that. And I said that, you know, there are a lot of people that have no idea. You know, they're only waiting for November, everybody getting into this thing. But the power starts at the lower level. You know what I'm saying? It starts in your community, in your neighborhood, in your district, in your county. You know what I'm saying? You know, it starts there. And this is how the strength, you know, for at the top, because the foundation is so strong. That's why the top has lots of power that they have, because the foundation is very strong, you know. And we got to worry about the judges that are in our counties and in our cities. We have to worry about them. We got to worry about all that stuff, because these are the people, the mayors. Speaking of the mayor. Yeah, speaking of the mayor, let's get this first and quick, then we'll go back and deliberate on this, because I think we need to talk about this real heavy. People, mute your mics for me, please. All right, Mo, put this thing here for the mayor.
In this city, T.I. and Killer Mike own half the West Side. So when you burn down this city, you're burning down our community. If you want change in America, go and register to vote. Show up at the polls on June 9th. Do it in November. That is the change we need in this country. You are disgracing our city. You are disgracing the life of George Floyd and every other person who has been killed in this country. We are better than this.
All right, Mo.
We're better than this as a city. We are better than this as a country. Go home.
Well, we got that from this place, and I didn't know that all that fucking crazy ass music was on it.
Girl, I hope you didn't get no copyright strike for that.
Well, listen, we might, but I would definitely download this and chop this right out and re-upload this again.
Right. But you know, a lot of people,
man, let's talk about it.
A lot of people were really upset with Keisha Lance Bottoms. I was not.
I wasn't upset with it neither.
And see, a lot of people got caught up because she said something about brown liquor, and I can't remember the exact context of it. And she was, of course, the implication was that Black people drink brown liquor.
No, Craig, can I tell you what happened with that?
When she spoke, it solidified for me why I voted her in and why I will vote her again, because I saw a Black woman, a Black mother, and a concerned citizen, you know, just frustrated with it all.
Yeah, Keisha looked like she was frying some chicken, and they called her, and she got out the house with her house coat, and she came up there and she said, "Get your asses down here to the building. We got to have a conference." She called T.I. out the bed. She called Killer Mike out the bed and said, "Y'all just talk." But she looked like somebody's Black mama, and I feel as a Black person listening to her, I see what she was saying, but what I heard was, "Sit y'all motherfucking asses down and go back in the goddamn house." That's what I heard. You know, I was like, Keisha was everybody's mama at that point, and she was just disgusted and she was pissed. But I will say is that she talked about them not tearing up the West Side. But guess what they did? They didn't tear up the West Side. They took their ass up the Buckhead. So, I mean, they heard what she said. They just ain't do it over in their own city. They moved around up top and they just tore Buckhead up.
They went up there and fucked Buckhead up, Gucci and all that, you know, tore the bitch down. Like, I mean, here's my thing. Mm-hmm. I ain't even mad.
Neither am I. And can I tell you why though?
Motherfucker, tad a bit. Listen, and you know why I'm not mad, Eric?
Why?
Let's talk about why I'm not mad. What we talked about earlier when we were on the telephone. Yeah. Let's talk about Black Wall Street.
Exactly. So 99 years ago, as of yesterday, one of the worst atrocities that happened on American soil, it was the anniversary of, and that was Black Wall Street. It was one of the richest Black neighborhoods in America. It was known as the Greenwood district of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And in that, it had literally upwards of, at the time, was $30-something million worth of property that was Black owned, property, lives, insurance, all that stuff that literally was decimated, almost off of the map. And that was by white people who were, one, jealous of what we had, Two, it all started from a cry from a white woman, basically a wolf cry, you know, a woman that cried wolf. A black shoe shineman named Dick, I forgot his last name. His name was Dick Rowland, like Kelly Rowland. He was 19 years old. He was shining shoes in the building there. And he went into the elevator to actually take the elevator up. And a young 17-year-old white woman named Sarah Page actually, it is reported that he actually tripped into the thing and like fell into her. And she went out screaming out the elevator, crying rape. So that's really the cause of it when you look back, Emmett Till, you know, all these different things, the same script, different cast.
Right.
One of the issues with that was it was literally 35 blocks that were literally decimated, that were smoldering.
And just to underscore what Eric was saying, it was a wealthy community, Black millionaires. It was bankers. It was attorneys. It was every single business that you would need. It existed right there. So Black people didn't have to go outside of that community. Yep. And as he said, white folks were upset. This was after segregation. And so my thing is, people always say, well, why can't we just get our own? We had our own. And that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so devastating that the people who lived during that time would not even talk about it because they were so frightened. They had been threatened for years. They would never even discuss it.
And to this day, they still have not received any justice. The few survivors that are left, we just lost a couple of them over the last, at the beginning of the year. But the thing about it, the craziest part about it is, I have one of the artifacts from there. It's actually a survivor's account. This was from 6 months after the actual events. So this woman actually took account of everything that was going on. But the most damning piece of it is this picture here. And like I said, this is from 1921. Can you see this?
We can see it.
This is Tulsa still smoking. This is Black Wall Street still smoking. This was a panoramic photo that she actually had taken that's included in this book that most people don't know about. Only a few copies were made, and we actually have it in my museum. But the other issue with that is it also accounts how much millions of dollars were actually lost. And then on top of that, one of the things that white folks have done habitually, disenfranchising us, they actually denied all the insurance claims.
Mm-hmm.
So not only were they not able to recoup the stuff that was lost, that was documented and proven, they blocked them out by not approving their insurance claims.
Wow.
So they were pissed off. And here we are 99 years later and the same shit is happening. Excuse me.
99 years later to the day.
To the day. Literally to the
day. And that's what's crazy, that it's down to the day. May 31st, 1921.
Yeah.
To the day.
To the day.
Like, how ironic is that?
Right. And the worst part about it, Madison, is that right now that city, the white people in that city will not allow them, well, up until this past year, the white council and also citizens did not want to allow the government to exhume. So let me back up. There's over 300 people that was lost. That's the minimum that they're saying after they did a commission, okay? Black people that were killed. They were thrown in mass graves across the city. In this particular cemetery, there's only 2 people that are buried in regular plots. The rest of the hundreds are in mass graves. The white citizens do not feel like it's necessary to allow them to exhume these mass graves and actually have a proper burial, or even to allow people to test those remains so that they can substantiate that these are their relatives.
Wow.
And the new mayor is saying that it doesn't matter anymore. He's going to do it.
And what is the new mayor? Is he black?
No, he's not.
All right, let's move to the next thing. Put me here, Mo. I got it. You just put that together. A woman in Minnesota confirms that the media there isn't being completely forthcoming. Let us watch this video.
Tell you about what's going on in Minneapolis right now. The alleged $20 bill that was forged by George Floyd turned out to be real. Cops were the ones that started the fires. Protests were peaceful until the cops fired first with stun grenades, tear gas, and rubber bullets. Most of the major news sites and media outlets, primarily the right-wing ones, are trying to make the rioters look bad by editing fake gunshot sounds into their clips and their live, broadcastings, live, right? In reality, I'm going to tell you right now, our only threat right here in Minneapolis is the fucking cops. Target isn't being looted just for the fucking sake of it. They refuse to sell milk, water, hydrogen peroxide, and other supplies to protesters who are hurt at the hands of police. There are more officers standing outside Derek Chauvin's house to protect him than there are police officers helping citizens hurt at the hands of the police. Here's some.
Yeah. That's very accurate. And that's the same thing that's going on here in Atlanta and across.
I saw somebody in the comments was saying, well, why did they attack CNN? CNN was actually collateral damage. There's a police precinct in the CNN building. So they were trying to get to the police precinct in the CNN building. It just so happened that CNN was just collateral damage. So it made good news coverage, a good media look, but they really weren't trying to attack CNN. And and I also want to speak to the businesses and stuff, because I'm a business owner, and and then my next door neighbor, she has a consignment shop that got busted into that night and stolen. And one of my clients on Mercedes-Benz in Buckhead. And the thing about it is that, unfortunately, yes, this is terrible and this is sad, but we all understand why this is all happening. And we have businesses in Buckhead, and unfortunately, they weren't trying to differentiate what was a black business, what was a white business. It was kind of like if you
down, yeah,
they were shutting everything down. So is it frustrating? Is it a nuisance? Is it a hassle to get back in? But I just feel like I understand why all this is happening, and if my business happened to be collateral damage within it, that's why you pay for insurance.
I was just going to say, Derek, you have insurance on your shop, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. I really wish they would have busted my damn windows out, child. I said, well, if somebody would have told me this was going on, I would have told the phone next door to my shit, not my stuff.
Well, that's one of the reports that I've been reading, stories where there have been white folks
have been
busting their own shit up so that they can get an insurance claim.
Mm-hmm. One of the things you have to realize is during COVID, everybody's money, their income was shut down. So they're doing these people a favor ultimately. And actually, they caught some of the people here on tape where the white guy was actually paying people to go bust this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other thing. And the other main thing that we need to talk about is how there are people that are taking advantage of our plight and are taking this as an advantage to act out some of their own agendas. And in most of the cities here in America, you'll notice that they are actually having more white people that are doing the looting and busting out the windows and setting the fires. It's on videotape. You cannot refute this. We're not the ones that's starting it, but you are getting some of these youth that are mad and don't know what to do. They see the white people doing it, so they join in after the fact. But that's all they show. They're not showing that the police in plain clothes, the Antifa, and then some of these other white supremacist groups are actually the ones that are busting out the windows, that are setting these fires, and that are doing the looting. And then also, of course, you have, like Craig knows, they have these giving the white folks the benefit of the doubt on the looting. There was literally on live TV, you see this woman with a duffel bag and another bag, and she's got clothes in her hands, and they're like, "We hope this is probably a worker." Yeah, she's
just like the lady walking with the cheesecake, and they was like, well, we don't know where she got that from. Bitch, she got out of the motherfucking Cheesecake Factory, bitch. Black people was out there getting that weave. They was out there tearing motherfucking Kim Wong Ho them Chinese store up and got those weaves up out of that bitch. You know what they went and got. That bitch went in there and got her a whole cheesecake. She been eyeing that cheesecake all week long.
Yeah. Well, Eric, what's the name of that? The lady Tamika that's out there on the front lines. You know her name?
Tamika. Is it Newsom? I think it is Newsom.
Yeah, Tamika Newsom. When I watched her speech, which was very powerful. And to paraphrase it, which is all should make sense to everybody. Yeah. She said, "Fuck Target, burn Target up."
Because there's no Target on our back.
Till Target comes out and stands with us and say we're against this, to whatever business that don't do that, fuck them all up, burn them all down. which I agree. At the end of the day, all these people take money from us. You know, the Gucci's, the Fendi's, the Dior's, the Pradas, the Targets, the Walmarts, but none of these businesses have stood up to say, none of these businesses said, hey, this is not right. To me, this should not be happening. You know, nobody's taking that stand. So if you don't stand with us, then guess what? You stand against us.
Right. And that means you got to come down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, I mean, we're still having those little situations right now in America. Let me put this on, and we'll talk about this. I want to talk about this. We're still having these situations where innocent Caucasian women are being victims in the park. Let's watch one really quick.
This is her stroller. Do you realize how far that is to come all the way over here to sit in my face? She said she's playing the black card. She's playing the black card. That's exactly what this woman just said.
I want this video to be good.
No, we gotta see the type of person that you are. This video will not be deleted. No, it will not be deleted.
Very short TikTok. She has big kids. Very bad mom. I mean, guys, first of all, it's unacceptable. I'm saying no to people holding up right here. Seriously.
She's stressing herself out.
Now she's filming me. She's calling me a bitch. She came to me and my kids, threatening me. And now she's standing like I'm shaking. I'm pregnant. I have 2 kids with me. And she's filming me right now.
This is my building, it's my neighborhood. I'm sitting here by myself, trying to enjoy my time by myself. And this white woman is making me very uncomfortable.
Yes, there is this park that was just built recently.
Yeah, she should have minded the business. She see me sitting here minding my business. Minding my business. I can't even come out there for some fresh air without a white lady telling me that I shouldn't be sitting here. She said I'm threatening her kids. I'm glad well, this is on. Look how she crying and saying I'm threatening her kids.
Can I give you my phone number? But can you look at my phone number or not?
I was attacking you. I was attacking you.
Children, it's my neighborhood.
I'm gonna do what I want. Because it is my neighborhood. I got the right to sit here. This is my neighborhood. I got the right to sit here. That's where you went wrong at by approaching me because you thought this wasn't my neighborhood. That's where you went wrong at.
Karen, take your baby home.
Well, yeah, why she just saying walk away?
Like, Karen, take your baby home. Why don't you take your baby home? You out there 9 years pregnant, girl. Take your goddamn baby home with them motherfucking goddamn door knockers on your feet, girl. Go home. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but they're saying that the woman's husband is a employee or a CEO or something over at Jaguar. Mm-hmm. And I was just thinking about buying a motherfucking F-Pace.
The F-Pace is nice though.
Yeah, that F-Pace nice. I've been looking.
I've been
thinking about it. I've been
you don't blame Jaguar because of her.
Now she talking about me and my bicycle, but she talking about going to buy a Jaguar.
Oh, you got guests, Craig?
I was just.
Oh no, he's talking to those spirits over there in the house.
I was looking for the lie.
Oh, okay.
Like, I know you're gonna let me spend my bitch.com money. Everybody on here doing OnlyFans, bitch. And see, let me talk about this real fast, okay? Before we even move to this, ain't even on the docket. Everybody be talking about everybody jumping on this OnlyFans, and everybody got OnlyFans and all this stuff now. And they was looking down their nose at me just 5 or 10 years ago when I told them I was on BigDitBitch.com.
You were before your time, Madison.
Yeah, I was before, but this is why I'm often imitated and hated because I'm not duplicated. Mm-hmm. So I get it. I understand. Am I right? Eric? You know, everybody wanted to run down to their door now and be naked, bitch, and stuff like that, trying to promote a product. I done been there, done that. That's done for me, bitch. I racked up on those coins a long time ago. So my thing is, it's just like everybody talking about the OnlyFans and how to, you know, I mean, people still get a little backlash from what everybody got. Safari them got it. I watched him nut 3 times the other day.
Well, I'm releasing my OnlyFans next week.
Wait a minute. What you say, DerekJ?
I release my OnlyFans next week, Monday.
My God, today. But I'm just saying, the people was reading me, asking how everybody felt about me, how I was a nasty, low down trash and all this stuff. And you know what I'm saying? And the thing that I did wrong, which I never do again, is I tried to prove my income to them because them hoes started looking me up and finding out things I didn't need to find out. You know, trying to prove a bitch like, you know, that this and the other. I would never do it again. But at the end of the day, when I let them hoes know back then, bitch, that I was eating out here and that they didn't have to know me. Yeah, bitch, you didn't have to know me, bitch. I was comfortable. So Craig, shut the fuck up and let me enjoy my second. Let me enjoy my second wave. Well, let me get this off Corona money. Don't try me.
Then let me enjoy my bicycle. Let me enjoy my bicycle.
Girl, you know, Madison, you know Craig made me go out there and buy one of them expensive bicycles too.
DerekJ not been bicycle riding.
Craig been out there, you know, just because you done took your good hard-earned, unearned money out there and went and bought a $2,500 motherfucking Bauer bicycle. Yeah, please let some of that, let them listen. I told those girls that I was gonna get paid off of shit I did 10 years ago, and that's why I never let a girl read me. Because bitch, if you ain't getting paid off of dicks that you done sucked years ago, I don't even think about none of them dicks, none of them. Bitch, if you don't wake up in the morning and that's your income for you, I don't give a fuck what you say about me, bitch. Like I said, I was thinking about buying an F-Pace. And for those pussy ass hoes that like to sit around and say that my money done dried up, bitch, you obviously don't know the TS. I can't help that y'all don't know nothing about business, bitch. Y'all girls ain't never know nothing about business, bitch. Like you said, DerekJ, I was ahead of my motherfucking time. Y'all girls ain't know nothing about business. Y'all just not learning that. Since Beyonce said she was on her demon time, and bitch, that she might start her OnlyFans. It took her to say it. All right, it's okay. I ate up that money, bitch. Y'all getting the scraps. Off of those homemade rinky-dink toe-down move, you should have been doing them, bitch. You whack now. You're late doing it. I ain't talking about the girls. I'm talking about the ones that was trying to read me. The ones that was trying to read me back then. Bitch, back then they didn't know me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. Them motherfucking hoes. I'm talking about them bitches. Anyway, Craig, stay out of my motherfucking business. Like I said, I was thinking about an F-Pace. Because just like the blood still works, those checks still cash, bitch. Anyway, but you know, we tired of those Karens doing shit like that or whatever. And you know, you pose the question of what it is that, you know, we do in situations like this, because then let's not even talk about how because that was minuscule compared to this right here. Let's look at this.
Back and from front and back, they punched me in my mouth, my head. I got punched in the head several times. I got grabbed from behind. People grabbed my wheelchair. They stole my keys. She's stabbing people. Hey! She got a knife. She got a knife. Get out of here! She got a knife. She's stabbing people. Jennifer, get the.
Had this bitch go standing up. This bitch is standing up. Can they hear me, Mo? This bitch is standing up. That motherfucking hoe was outside standing up. Standing up. Man, they should have whooped that bitch ass and motherfucking embedded that hoe in that chair for eternity. They should have whooped that bitch ass, tied that hoe up, and hung her upside down after they embedded her in that chair from the Target sign. What in the fuck was that hoe doing down there?
You know, and the crazy thing about all of this is at the end of the day, it's like, what are y'all so mad for? Like, what are y'all so mad for? Like, what about us that get you so upset that you would get into a wheelchair and roll your white ass all the way down to the Target with a knife and stab folks while they walk right? What?
And didn't stab the white folks.
Didn't stab the white people. Yeah, you pick and choose who you want to stab. Yeah.
Somebody asked me, would I hit a bitch in a wheelchair? You know what I'm saying?
I'll take that conversation for you. Yes, we all.
Bitch, I would take the bottom of this pink shoe.
Girl, damn the shoe, that crusty foot, honey, would take them out.
Bitch, you see the bottom of this shoe, man?
Turn your foot so we see that heel.
And I tell you that, you bitch, I do this to a bitch in a chair. I do this to a motherfucking man. I do this to a woman and the motherfucking child, bitch. Fuck with it if you want to.
Girl, turn your foot a little bit to the side so you see that heel.
Chris, you're not going to give me too much, girl. I spared you with the F face. Not too much, because I give you the same motherfucking shoe right.
But you know what? This is what I would tell you, though. Like Derek said, why are you so angry? This is just me thinking out loud. I really do feel that white folks that are getting antsy and that are acting out of fear, they are so terrified that they are losing their position. They are losing their footing because they're no longer going to be the majority. Mm-hmm. So all of this deportation of Mexicans, all of this shooting and killing unarmed black people, it's a plan to get rid of the majority or the demographics that will soon be the majority.
Right.
Well, I mean, it ain't nothing like what this, like, listen, we just going down the line. Go to the next video. Now let's keep the audio on this motherfucker right here. Look at this, y'all. Can they hear it?
No.
I want to hear the video. Start the bitch over. I want to hear the video. We in raw on the night. We in raw form tonight, bitch. We talking. We ain't got nowhere to go, bitch. It's closed down and we got a curfew.
Yeah.
This is his car.
Look at this shit.
Fuck that bitch up! Brandon McCormick, he says his car was turned over and set on fire because he yelled, "All lives matter."
You a goddamn lie. You lying ass
I got beat up when I yelled, "All lives matter." Then I pulled out weapons and I got beat up some more. Then the cops grabbed me and my car got totaled. My phone, everything. I lost everything. Coming down here trying to protect them with what weapons I had because I am a chick felon. I've changed my life, including my phone. I can't even call for a ride. So,
Did somebody hit you with something?
yes, 2 black African Americans. They beat me through my open window. Then I yelled out, "All lives matter."
That bitch thought he was Clint Barton.
And it wasn't a near a black African American around.
that bitch thought he was Clint Barton out there. What's the man name from the Avengers?
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. That bitch thought he was Hawkeye like a motherfucker out there.
But let me tell you something. That white people tore his ass up.
He thought he was the Hawkeye out there, bitch. Bitch, you quickly found out that bitch, that Marvel is just a movie, bitch. Listen, but it was colors and white people on that ass.
No, it was just white people. It wasn't no colors.
It wasn't no colors.
When you see it from the other angle, it was just white. The white people beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was his own kin.
That was his own kid. Wasn't not there one black person over there.
In the background, they said, "Fuck that bitch up."
Yeah. Well, listen, at least our colored ass knew better to get in front of a motherfucking arrow. Listen, our black ass may backflip off a bullet, but bitch, we ain't fucking with no bitch that's an archer. I don't want to fuck with male bitch that know how. Bitch, you an archer, I don't fuck with you. because you may have put up aim with a pistol, but bitch, that arrow you going right in my ass, bitch. You think you Cupid, bitch?
He like a garbage can to the face.
Yeah. And let's look at the rest of this footage. An NYPD SUV was caught on film bulldozing a crowd of protesters. Yeah, the audio on it. Let's look at it. You see that nigga getting out the way? Oh, wait a minute now. Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. My God. My God. My God.
See, the scariest thing about all this, the scariest thing about all this for me is that they're doing all this knowingly being recorded.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care.
That's the issue.
That's the crazy part. It's like it was one part where you kind of it's one. Not saying any of it was right, but it was at one time they were when they saw cameras they act right.
Right.
But now they don't even give a damn.
They don't give a damn.
That's the whole issue right now with why everybody is outraged when it came down to George Floyd. George Floyd was the symbol of all of us, and we realized that could be us. It was filmed, it was in daylight, it was people around, and they still had an utter disregard and cameras.
Mm-hmm. Child, he just was the straw that broke the camel's back. That's just what it was.
Back. And that's what you and I were talking about earlier on the phone. It's like George is a symbol that all Black people realize that it could be us at any time. It's not about and that's what white people are trying to make it about. They're thinking or trying to make it seem like, why is all this happening over one man? No, this is over 401 years of oppression. That's what this is about. And what made it real for everybody else was that we saw exactly what happened to him in real lifetime, and we watched his life go out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and listen, y'all president over there talking about something, honey, everything was fine. I watched peacefully from the White House. Girl, they say Trump was rushed to an underground bunker, honey, with protesters outside the White House, baby. We got that. They say the Secret Service the Secret Service rushed y'all president to an underground bunker during riots outside the White House on Friday night. Okay?
Yeah.
Per Trump's tweet, I was inside. I watched every move and couldn't have felt more safe. Nervous for his safety, Secret Service agents abruptly rushed the president underground bunker using the past during terrorist attack. And they turned all the motherfucking lights off in the White House. Let us see the damn White House. They cut all the lights off in the bed. I told y'all, listen, when they had elected, when Obama was leaving, I told y'all. I told
they
y'all
cut everything off.
I say, listen, they even set the color TVs outside, bitch. You hear me? I told y'all this when they had elected. I said this, and when Trump get in there, Obama, even the color TVs got to sit outside. They took all the brown towels out of there. Ain't now brown towel in there. You hear me? Ain't now colored towel in that bitch. And all the towels white, the sheets white, the dishes white.
Now, let me tell you something, Madison. Now, Trump is a horrible president and a horrible person, but that is a funny man. He is comedy to watch. He is comedy to listen to. I mean, that's a full reality show watching CNN because that man is funny.
But you know what, Derek? That's what got him in. That's what got him in. And oh God, Craig, where did you put it at? We were looking at the statistics that showed.
Oh, Mo has it.
Yeah, we were looking at the statistics that showed what actually got him into place. Okay, let me see it on the screen, Mo. I can't see it right there. They say Trump won Wisconsin by 23,000 votes. Trump won Florida by 113,000 votes. Trump won Michigan by 11,000 votes. So in Milwaukee, 93,000 blacks didn't vote. In Miami, 379,000 blacks did not vote. I remember they was writing Harambe and shit in. And in Detroit, 277,000 blacks, like he like to call it, the blacks,
My black,
did not vote.
So even if Detroit would have all went out to vote, they would have stopped him from being the president.
The black.
The real issue here is one of the reasons that we were talking about earlier. It's about them feeling disenfranchised, and what they did was they ignored the votes for so long that this generation literally feels like their vote doesn't matter. And you have a lot of celebrities that were perpetuating that. Instead of they're
dumbass. Now let me say. Now I respect Nick Cannon, but you saw that when he had them things on top of stuff. We not voting until Black Lives Matter. Kind sir, you cannot have posters that say that. We have to vote. You can't tell people not to vote until Black Lives Matter. What sense does that make?
I think what he was trying to get at, and this is one of the things that's actually happening right now. There is about to be a major rollout, and we'll talk about that another time. But what it is that Black people are coming together right now where there is a thing where they have to earn our vote. We have to hold them accountable. They don't just get our vote anymore. Democrats don't deserve it. Republicans don't deserve it. Unless you come forth with an agenda that we set forth, that we decide, and you say that you're going to do something, then you'll get our vote.
But that's just it. We have to hold them accountable.
Exactly.
We can't just say you have to earn our vote. Who's holding them accountable? I just did a YouTube video today that I posted, and I said that it is important now that President Obama, Oprah Winfrey, Louis Farrakhan, the Al Sharptons of the world, all of our leaders and elite, they need to sit down with Joe Biden and have a comprehensive conversation with him and say, what are your plans? This is what we think you need to do. They need to offer to
him. Yeah, that part. We're not asking him shit because his policy already showed what he did. Because of a bill that he did, he put more Black people in jail than anybody else. He's not fit to be president either. But the thing is, we will have to hold him. We will give him what our demands are, and then he has to then enact those. And then we'll hold him accountable for it. Because taking his word for it, if you look over his little lift every voice and sing, I think that's what it's called. I can't remember what his little policy is called. But
my point is, we have to hold them accountable. We can't just say, okay, well, you have to tell us what you're going to do for Black people. We need to have a serious conversation. The Angela Rye's of the world, we need to sit down with him and have, whether it's an open conversation or a closed room conversation, and figure out strategies for him to get into the White House and to really deliver on these things. Because I'll say this, I love President Obama. I think he did as much as he could. Of course, he didn't have the House, so he couldn't get a lot of legislation through. But I think as Black people, we sat down because we were so laissez-faire about it. Because, we got a Black president. Oh, we good now. We didn't hold him accountable for as much of the Black agenda as we could have.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So with Biden, he's gonna have to make up for that.
Right. And the black folks still mad at him about their gay marriage, but that's another topic.
You know what? Also, I'm just gonna add this part in. The one thing that we have to realize, what Joe Biden did right in front of our eyes, was Joe Biden actually got appropriated 10 to 12 million for Jewish Holocaust survivors. We paid that out of our taxpayers' money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We could have.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
How long have we been talking about reparations? If he was able to give that kind of money to the Jewish community, we could have absolutely done that. But see, I'm gonna tell you what white folks do. Well, how do we figure out how to give all of these Black people reparations? Who gets it? Bitch, we all get it.
Right.
That's who get it.
Wait a minute, hold on.
That happened right in our eyes.
Hello?
I hate my supporters. They are stupid white trash. And the Black ones, I don't even understand. I mean, I call them the Blacks. I stopped them from getting apartments in our buildings. I settled that law.
Wait a minute. What you say?
That's how much I hate them. I refer to them as the Blacks, so you'd think that would be a clue. Thank God for people like Candace Owens and Raisinette and Goober, those two fat ones that had a show for a while. They just say they support me no matter what. I called Ben Carson, okay, a psychopath, and then I hired him, and nobody even remembers. But no, my supporters, they're great. They're very loyal. They're like stupid dogs. And it's a great thing because it's like they don't even remember the fact that I said I would date my daughter Ivanka if she wasn't my daughter. Like, I've grabbed her hips. By the way, I think it should, people weren't so uptight. They might be more okay with it. Because I paid for half the merchandise on her body. And it's like sometimes you buy and you want to take a test drive. Okay? Too bad Jeffrey Epstein's not around anymore. He was a great friend. For some reason, they think Hillary Clinton had something to do with his death. But I'm the one in office who went to teenage sex parties with him. If anybody had a motive to kill Jeff Epstein, it's me. But overall, I love the fact, I mean, they think I'm a person of faith. I've literally had more abortions than times I've gone to church. Okay, so if that's faith, I guess that's faith. I've had more sexual encounters with prostitutes than read Bible verses. It's like these people think I'm a person of faith. I was bankrupt 4 or 5 times. I inherited hundreds of millions of dollars from my father, who did build a business. Granted, he went to Klan meetings, but he never pandered for their votes the way I do. But the basic thing is, my supporters, I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue. I raped somebody on Fifth Avenue. That writer's telling the truth. And they still support me. They don't believe her. So the basic thing is, I'm the worst person on earth and the worst president ever. And my dumb, stupid, trash, Mountain Dew for brain supporters still love me.
Girl, I was not expecting for that bitch to call up in here with that foolishness, girl. Girl, you get all the tea, Madison.
Girl, I get all the tea.
Girl, what that's the bat line?
Girl. Baby, I guess that tea. You know, he calls in on them private lines, girl, honey. Damn. My God, today. Oh, I don't even know how you... I don't even know how you... That was exclusive tea, y'all. Listen, Target CEO issued a statement saying employees will be paid during the coming weeks. Later, the retail giant announced that it's closing its stores in multiple states. I can't read that. What the fuck do that say, Mo? I don't know what the fuck that statement say. That's a whole lot of blurred lines. I don't know. But whatever the fuck it is, we just know I can't see that shit. I wish you would have told me that, Craig. I would have printed the bitch out.
I can Craig. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Craig. Yeah.
Okay, so the CEO issued a statement and it says, "We are a community in pain. That pain is not unique to the Twin Cities. It extends across America. The murder of George Floyd has unleashed the pent-up pain of years, as have the killings of Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor. We say their names and hold a too long list of others in our hearts." And so they go on and, say that they're going to continue to pay their employees and, whatever.
Listen, when they seen that store go down, they was like, no God.
Right.
They insurance big, them checks big. But when they see that motherfucker, when they see them folks coming there and tear that motherfucking store down, they hurry up and issue the motherfucking statement.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of issuing a statement, Jay-Z calls the governor of Minnesota. Mm-hmm. It says, have your voice heard by texting to sign the petition to convict the officers. Greg, you put this here, so tell me about it.
I mean, that was pretty much it. He issued a statement basically saying that this one really hit home. Mo, that statement is in there. It's the black and white text. And he called the governor. He used his resources, his connection, obviously, his celebrity, to reach out to them to call for the arrest and conviction of these 4 officers.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad they turned over to a black DA.
Yeah, and there's a video of the governor, mentioning that.
Yeah, let's see the video.
A call last night that to understand how big this was from Jay-Z, not international performer, but dad, stressing to me that justice needs to be served, and that as he's listening and hearing it, that this is a place that wants to do it, that this is a place that does it, but we have to follow through. So with that, I just...
Yeah, people are in the comment section that I'm looking down here. I'm seeing people saying that Jay-Z is telling Jay-Z to have several seats. Like, what's the tea? Like, what's going on? Y'all not living for Jay-Z?
Well, you know what? I just had the conversation. I was talking to my sister earlier, and Jay-Z and Beyonce, they do a lot for behind the scenes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They don't publicize everything that they do. Like the last time this was all gone, they bailed out all of they vet out all the protesters and pay their lawyer fees.
Mm-hmm.
So they do a lot of stuff. The thing is that we live in a space now where everybody has to see what people's doing.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta. If you ain't posted, it ain't happening. If you ain't saying nothing on Instagram, it ain't real. So the thing is about that, I appreciate the fact that they do what they do behind closed doors and make things happen.
And a lot of people are still hung up because he did that partnership with the NFL. But I'm going to say this: the only way that you can affect change is if you're seated at the table. We always talk about diversity and representation matters. How do we expect for the NFL to really change if there's not one of us seated on the inside? You know, so a lot of people were thrown off and they would say, well, because Jermaine Dupri had the same conversation before with the whatever. The bottom line is Jay-Z is at the seat. He's, you know, and that's it. But I think that was a chess move that he made by working with the NFL that it went over a lot of people's head.
The only thing to counteract that, Craig, is that we can have seats at the tables, but if we're not speaking up, that's the issue.
But he speaks up. I mean,
I'm not saying him. I'm saying all the other situations. You look at all those black pastors that were in the White House that had this whole praise session around him and his bullshit ass, policies and everything, but nobody actually said anything. That was the issue, and that's what pissed people off, and that's what canceled a whole group of black pastors because that type of thing. They were at the table and didn't say shit.
Well, Don Lemon calls out celebs in the wake of protests across the country. He asks what they're doing from their mansions. Ellen made a donation to bail out protesters. Chrissy Teigen commits to donating $100,000 to bail out prosecutors that are arrested. Protesters. I'm sorry.
And Chrissy Teigen actually said that wasn't enough, and she donated another $100,000. She donated $200,000.
And to your point, Derek, when at the height of the whole Black Lives Matter movement, when we saw all of this happening a few years ago, she and John Legend, I was going to say John Lennon, she and John Legend were sending food trucks out there to feed the protesters that were out there round the clock. Like you said, somebody said earlier, Jay-Z and Beyonce were bailing people out before.
Yeah. They said, well, listen, one thing they say, don't open your mouth for black dicks, bitch, and keep it silent on black issues.
I mean, one thing I will say, I appreciate about Don Lemon and that thing is that Don Lemon was like, I'm tired of y'all texting me talking about I'm doing a good job. I'm doing all this stuff. Please, if y'all do something while y'all sitting at home chilling, watching this stuff, to watching me on TV, what are y'all doing? I need y'all to speak up. I need y'all to put y'all best foot forward just like everybody else.
And listen, I love that Don Lemon said that, but you know, Derek, you and I talk about this all the time.
I know. Be quiet, Craig.
No, I gotta say this. John, what's his name? Don Lemon shut down his blackness in the past few years because you know Don dates the white gays.
No, not dates, married.
He married. He dated and he's married to a white man, which is fine. But my point is, in saying this, he didn't really find his blackness until his ass was racially profiled several years ago. He got pulled over by a cop, and the cop didn't know who the fuck he was, and he felt he was reminded that he's a nigga. So now he's
like the children said. The children said, "Do not open your mouth for black cocks, and keep it silent." And keep it silent for black issues. If you out there fucking a white man and you black and your white man not saying nothing, you need to be nudging him. You need to be looking at him sideways. If you out there fucking a white woman and she ain't protesting with you, you need to be looking at him sideways. Do not open your mouth for black cocks, or that cocks goes for pussies and dicks. And don't say nothing for black issues, girl. Don't do it. When you see your black, and listen, people are also upset at the guy that was in the park because he was saying that the woman shouldn't have lost her job.
Yeah.
They were upset at him saying that she shouldn't have lost her job, and everybody was too harsh on her or whatever. You know, you get what I'm saying? It's just like, girl, Karens need to be punished.
But see, what Madison? Go ahead, Eric.
No, I'm just irritated because we have these people, and I'm trying to censor myself so I don't cuss or say nothing, out of the way.
You on the T.S. Madison show, bitch. Don't do it.
But this is the thing about folks that have some moderate level of success. He's rich. His father was a civil rights activist, which I'm really surprised that this man is actually acting like this. But also, he worked for Marvel or one of those.
He created the first gay comic character.
Yeah. So it's like this man has affluence. So you know that even with you, and I had the same thing, Madison. I don't remember. Matter of fact, after the first time for Vegas, I was driving back. My cousin and I were driving back, and I actually got pulled over at gunpoint by a police officer, by a dozen police officers, actually, at gunpoint. So
you are a big black man.
True. But until you actually are in a situation like that, you really don't understand that you could do everything right by society's, standards. You could go to college, you could get the good job. At the end of the day, to white supremacists and to white privilege, you're just a nigga. Mm-hmm. And that's what this guy is forgetting. More than likely, he's probably dating a white person.
Well, so, I don't think that he's forgetting that. What I do, which is a blessing and a curse of us as black people, is that we are forgiving people. At the end of the day, we're just forgiving people, no matter how. Even through all of this, y'all saw the images of those black men blocking the protesters from the one police officer guy. We're just forgiving people. Mm-hmm. The thing is that he's like, yes, I get it, ma'am. Yes, she was wrong. Yeah, but dang, she had to lose her job. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, we're just forgiving people. I know there's a lot of us as a whole, we forgiving. There's a lot of people that get mad and say fucking and all of that stuff, but as a whole, as a community, we are just forgiving people. And I
agree with that. I think that we are forgiving people, but I think also nestled in there, as a people, we have this, and it's not all of us, because I damn sure ain't got it.
Yellow.
But for some of us, we have this desire to be accepted by white folks. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like, and I talk about this all of the time, when certain black people get around certain white people or get around white folks, they all of a sudden just all of this smiling and you're extra nice. And you want to paint this picture to that white person that I'm not like what you may think all black people are. Like I defy the stereotype. And I just think that there's this insatiable desire to just be accepted by white folks.
Mm-hmm. Craig, you hit it right on the head. The issue with that is, like, even when you go back to Mother Emanuel, when Dylann Roof came in there and actually shot up the church, right? Killed all the people. Before the people were actually in the damn morgue, you had black people saying, oh, I forgive him, this, that, and the other. Like, oh my God, I really forgive him. We're too fucking forgiving for people that don't even deserve it, for one. But also,
they better be glad that all we want is motherfucking
that's it.
Equality instead of really want justice.
But that's why they're going to the extremes that they're going to, because they don't know that that's all we want. They think that we'll do to them what they've been doing to us.
Yeah,
right.
That's true. You get what I'm saying? Because if they keep it up, we will.
At the end of the day, I've been on my all week. I've been saying, "Tell the bitch down."
Mm-hmm. But the crazy thing about it, is that all this could stop if y'all would just arrested the other three people. Y'all would rather burn down the whole country than arrest these three other cops.
You notice that they have more protection. They have more police officers at that guy's house. The first one, the one that actually had his knee on his neck. Mm-hmm. They had 75 police officers at that man's doorstep when they had protesters there. Mm-hmm. And everywhere else ain't had shit going on.
And the thing is, here's the thing. If I shot and killed somebody and the four of us were together, you black bitches are going to jail right with me.
No, I would have told on you, Craig.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like, if you were there, they're going to call you an accomplice.
No, Craig, I would have been no, girl.
Here's the gag. They would have definitely put the gun on me because they know I'm the most violent out of the group. And I'm the one with the biggest titties.
They'd have killed all four of us right there on the spot.
Oh, yes. Yeah. A FedEx truck drags a protester.
Oh, haven't seen that one.
Let's see that. Damn, this shit fucked up.
What the fuck, man?
Oh my God.
They dragging somebody.
My God. My God.
Stop this fucking truck! Stop this truck! Stop the fucking truck!
my God. Look. Oh.
No.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
But that's bad. Don't get me wrong. But what they're failing to show is the beginning part of that, where they busted that man. The truck driver had nothing to do with none of this stuff, but they busted that man's window out. They started trying to take over. So the thing he was trying to get the fuck away. Right. It was like, hell, you got all these protesters, coming up and trying to take the shit. Like he wasn't really. I was thinking he was more worried about the stuff in the truck. Hell, he was worried about his damn self. So wow. I mean, protesters. Why are you trying to take over a semi truck? Like, I mean, come on now. Like, at some point, it's horrible. It's wrong. But they were trying to take the truck. So the man did what. I mean, if somebody was trying to take your car, what would you do? Drive the fuck off.
My God, today. Tokyo Jets. I don't really know exactly who this person is. I always got it confused. With Tokyo Styles, but then Tokyo Styles came out and said, "Bitch, don't be confusing me with her. She's the only Tokyo." Craig, do you want to talk? Okay, well, let's go look at it because we got to talk about up under the rest of the folks up under that. So go ahead. I don't.
George Floyd, you was on the bed. George Floyd, you was on the bed.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Let's see what she said.
No excuse. It's not what this is at all. I'm not doing this video to ask for a type of sympathy. Because what I did was wrong as hell. And first and foremost, I want to just apologize to family, to people out on the front line, to people who actually stand up for us. I don't want nobody to take nothing that I'm saying as an excuse.
Yeah, I don't want to see no more of it either. No, I make tasteless jokes all the time, but I know when and where to make tasteless jokes. Like,
well, I
got a question.
Huh? She a rapper, I think. But let me tell you something about that black Twitter and that black Instagram, baby. She deleted all of her photos. That's the only thing that's up. That video.
Is that
they wore her a new asshole, honey. They deleted everything. And like you said, and then on top of that, it's once again, y'all, I get it. People, like you said, we might say tasteless things, but you gotta know when to say it. Child, and this is way too soon to be trying to have it. You never had that kind of joke. That's never.
Yeah, I would never.
I didn't even catch what you said, but it was just.
Oh, she said, "I'm on George Floyd right now."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like, there's many tasteless jokes that I could make about but I would never touch it, especially after that porno came up. I was like, girl.
What?
Huh?
I'm just not gonna do it. But
where my people who know G.E. Patterson? Huh?
I'm just not gonna do it, Craig. But we'll talk about it after the show.
Blessings, bountiful blessings.
I was like, God, plenty for. I was just like, girl, honey.
G.E. Patterson, we were talking about bountiful blessings. That was the joke to Craig.
Girl, we was just talking about the landlord, honey. But anyway,
let me tell you something, Eric. I'm not about to touch that joke, honey. I need my book sales.
I ain't don't fuck with that shit. We ain't doing that. Now we'll talk about it after because we sat there and we watched it. It was like, wait a minute, because I didn't think it was real.
I did.
Well, then when I looked at the face, I was like, oh, wait, okay.
See, and
I'm lost on this whole situation.
I know. I was about to say,
I'll send it to you, Derek, after we get off.
You ain't sending it to Derek.
Oh, you know where Madison is gone because I tried to show somebody yesterday. They pulled it.
Yeah.
Somebody sent it to me all the way screen recorded.
Oh well, yeah. Well, send it to me, then, child.
Right.
Yeah.
Go. Yeah, we'll tell the joke on Patreon. We'll tell the bad joke on Patreon, girl. After this. Anyway, speaking of tasteless things and stuff like that or whatever, I really didn't want to deal with this right here, but Santana.
If you're gonna be the people's court, you gotta be you gotta be with everything.
Santana is under fire for twerking with a George Floyd hashtag and simulating a catwalk while holding an All Lives Matter sign. We need to mute this because that's Tupac playing on there. Craig, I know you ain't playing with Tupac.
Yeah, that's how I was just about to tell Mo. He needs to mute the video. We just need to see it.
Is the video muted? Yeah. Go ahead. So, you know, Santana twerking to that. And then we have go back to the sign because I don't know if you can even hear underline of it. I ain't with that shit. Go back to that. And it was this. I can't breathe. All lives matter. Be the voice, not the echo. Do we have the part where he made a statement afterwards?
No.
But you didn't get that video. Okay, let's see what statement. Well,
let me tell you this. So under the caption for the video where he was twerking, he put "Do what you feel like is right," and then he put #mood, #justice for Floyd, and all other injustice is the big picture. I just don't see the correlation between that and him twerking. Like.
Then someone said, y'all, Santana is on his story acting like he deserves praise for protesting because he had to take his time and money and hire makeup artists and clothes. It's a protest you could have literally worn sweats and a t-shirt. I just can't, y'all. Like, I mean, we all have done some stuff that the people just like drag you about and things like that. And maybe
other quote.
Wait a minute now, Madison. Now we know.
I ain't never done nothing like that.
Me neither, Madison. What
was the other quote you talking about, Craig? What was the other quote?
It ain't another one up there, Mo. I sent a few.
I was gonna say it had to be.
He don't have it.
Cause that bullshit ass response he gave.
Yeah, we didn't watch the video. What is this next to it? What is this right next to it? No. And the one next to it with Nomo before the last. Yeah.
I want the one with Countess Vaughn. The picture of Countess Vaughn on it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Is Santana insane hiring makeup and stylists to do Black Lives Matter protests?
So the thing about it is that I think that you would have got more play. You would have got more play. You would have got more respect if you were really out in the streets with your size making it happen. But you decided to do a photo shoot on an empty street with you and your girlfriends and take a picture, and once again, I think that
let's take it into account. Santana is loud, live, and in color, and Santana like to wear clothes like this. This is a time that, girl, we could have got bashed down there with something like that on. I would have took a. If I was gonna have on some tights and a skirt and some boots and stuff like that, I would have took the side street too, and I'd have held up me a sign.
But Madison,
I was not going to go out there in the trades. Was not going to drag and bash me, especially not during this time. Yes, we already know.
but no. The thing about it is this. I know. I like to wear a certain type of thing, but the thing is that there's a time and a place for everything. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, if you're out to go protest, no, you should not be out there protesting no booty shorts and with no thigh high boots and no skirt with your size cut out. That's not what that's for. The thing is that you wanted. I get it. We all want a moment. We all want to be salacious. We all want to have this moment where we are a trending topic. But you got to understand why you're trending. That's not a good reason to be trending right now, child. If you, for the Black people, you want to be in the mix and in the space, then do it. Because you would have got more, I would have had more respect and more play for Santana if he was out there with some jogging pants on, his sneakers, holding his sign, doing the same thing, with the same makeup and the same photo shoot and everything else. And you could do everything you could have did. I would have had the same. I would have way more respect for you out there with the people. Because right now, what you're doing don't say nothing.
Okay, but I'm just devil's advocate here. So Santana is always loud, laughing because that's Santana's personality all the time, 24/7.
Right. So be loud, live, and in color for a cause. Now you're not. See, you're loud, live. This is loud, live, and in color for yourself.
He made it about himself.
So now you want this one. It just so happened that you can add George Floyd, and Black Lives Matter into the mix. But you know, if you want to, I think that we all have platforms now. We all have platforms that we have to use the platform in the correct way. And the thing about it is that, yes, there are going to be people that's going to capitalize off of what's going on. But if you really care about what's happening, you have to use your platform in the correct way to send out the correct message. Portia ass was out there, honey, looking like she looked like a regular chick on the street with her mask and stuff on, out there doing it. I saw my girlfriend Nicole Ari Parker was out there. Like Terry J. Vine, they all out in these streets doing. They all out in these streets protesting. That one man, that football player, drove 15 miles.
Yeah, just
15 hours.
15 hours
down here to protest.
Right. Well, they also were upset because they were holding the All Lives Matter sign too.
Yeah. Right. Like, what message are you actually trying to send?
Which lets you know that you don't even know what message you're even sending.
Exactly. That 15 minutes of fame he has, he needs to be canceled. Like literally, it's like in times like these, you need to make sure that you're actually speaking up and speaking out on the platform that you have. He literally just messed his whole shit up. Like nobody's
anyway. No, because the people that's his fans is not that smart anyway. So
they're not that conscious. Right. They're not that conscious, right? Yeah. It's like, okay, this is the last thing I'm saying that we can move on. Like DerekJ and I, we go riding our bicycles. He don't show up in a moo-moo.
Or my booty shorts. Honey, I have on my tights, and I have my back might be out, but I have my tights on and my workout clothes.
Right.
I got workout clothes, honey, to go out there and march in these streets.
But both of you and myself and Eric, we're all older queens.
When I was in my 20s, I wasn't dumb like that.
I wasn't either. And Craig's older than me.
Oh God!
well, Craig is older than me too. So.
but Craig doesn't look older than the people.
Well, that's what Craig says.
Can we get a poll? Who looks younger, me or Derek? Who looks younger, me or Derek?
Well, Craig, are you saying that I look old, girl?
Girl, I wasn't talking about you specifically.
Oh, I didn't. Are we trying to?
Look, Santana Jr. Santana Jr.
No, Craig, I wouldn't do that. Now don't do that because I wouldn't do it, bitch. No, I wouldn't. Now, if you ask me would I have done that? No, I'm not gonna go. But that's really not even my character anyway. And plus, I'm grown too. You know, I'm older, so I wouldn't have made that decision to go out there and do that. You get what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. You know, I'm real sensitive when it comes down to the stuff with Santana because I like Santana and I like Santana's boisterous.
We just didn't like it.
You know, I don't have a problem. Like what I told Craig about Santana is that I reached out to Santana to talk to him too because I would love to do my podcast with Santana. But I think that for me, you know, he's a lot. And I think that also comes with understanding. You know, I think that a lot of people, and you know, in our community, that we have that exoskeleton of all of that. Because we're trying to hide whatever else is going on, you know, at the end of the day. So I mean, I think that he just needs guidance, and he's just out here, and he's been giving a social media opportunity that I don't think that he really understands how to do it or how to use it, and he'll not use it for his benefit. So I'm not mad at him for it, but it could have been done better.
I'm mad at him for it. It was irresponsible.
But he's not responsible.
And I mean, and I don't want the people listening to think that we're saying that he's too much and da-da-da. Like, be who you are. I'm just saying this was a serious issue. Yeah. And to get on there doing all of that, it just wasn't the place for it.
Well, they were really heavy on him about that All Lives Matter. Now, there was a little part about that you know, that for me that maybe it was misconstrued with the All Lives Matter situation because they fall up under the androgyny. He and Cliff falls under that androgynous, non-binary, situation.
Guess what though, Madison? He black.
Right. What he could have done would put all Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Like that.
Now that is
in the video when he was pissed off and they were talking about they were mad because they hired a cameraman and the makeup artist and all this stuff. If the explanation was what we meant was all Black Lives Matter, trans, like all these things, if that was the explanation, but to be pissed off because they have, because they spent money and a cameraman and makeup and all that stuff, that's bullshit.
But the other thing too is when you hold up as a Black person, you hold up a sign talking about all lives matter. That is some shit that white folks usually do.
Absolutely.
That's why that white man got beat up with that bow and arrow.
So it wasn't a thing where he was holding it up because he's non-gender, non-conforming, or it was about when you put all lives matter. That's about white folks and shit.
Yeah.
Shekinah. Shekinah Joe was attacked for telling rioters to leave Gucci and Lenox Mall alone. Let's look at it here from the Jasmine brand.
And the folks don't take that shit. Them people got a family. That shit not right. Gucci ain't did shit to y'all. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. They racist, whatever. I don't want to hear that shit. They ain't did shit to y'all. Sex ain't did nothing to you. They ain't did nothing to you. Lenox Mall didn't do nothing to you.
Yeah, I had to walk off on that one.
What you looking up at me for, Craig?
Now, I love Shekinah. Don't get me wrong.
I do too.
I love Shekinah. Shekinah is a friend. Shekinah is my sister in the beauty industry. Shekinah is my fellow reality show person.
But
girl, shut up. Like, come on now. Like, I ain't like that girl. Like, really, girl? Because the thing about it is that once again, it's one of those situations that you didn't, when this George Floyd happened, you wasn't on live crying and speaking out and crying and saying all this other stuff about that. But they broke into Gucci and small, and you about to fall the fuck out. Like, come on now, girl. Like, the thing about it, once again, we have to focus where we're putting our energy at. If people put so much energy, if Shekinah put the same energy voicing about injustice against Black people and women's rights and Black rights and all those things she did that Lenox Mall thing, she might be making a change. Right. If Santana put as much energy as he put into that photo shoot to those things, something may be happening. Maybe we could shake some things, But girl, what I'm not gonna do is have you doing no crocodile tears about no damn Lenox Mall, especially for some shit that we all out there buying that we know we can't afford. So that's what I'm really. That's my take on it.
Madison said, "Speak for yourself."
Well, no, I didn't. Here's my thing, because I burn the bitch. I'm burn that motherfucker down, get it all. Go tear the bitch up. The shit is insured, and they said all kind of racist shit about us early this year and last year.
They made Gucci made that ski mask with the monkey mask on there. They made that shirt that looked like a fucking noose.
Yeah.
They made like Gucci. They stole Dapper Dan's whole idea to the fact they had to get that man his own Gucci boutique. So let's not go there, sweetie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Lenox Mall barely want y'all asses up in there.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't even go over there.
But
Bitch,
for me, the overarching issue with everybody, not just Shekinah, who is saying, this isn't the way, and I'm not at all condoning that people should go out and do this. But what I am saying is you can't tell people how to process pain.
Mm-hmm.
When people have been overlooked, when they feel invisible, like you can't tell people how to process their pain. And, I just think that this is not the time for us to be chastising and persecuting.
Yeah, I'm not chastising and persecuting anybody, but I do feel like that some of this stuff is over. Like a lot of people out there, they don't give a fuck about no George Floyd. They going in the store to get. Now we can't sit up here and act like that. That's not the truth either.
Well, no. I agree with that. But I agree with that. But I think that the people who are just out there looting and going and trying to get a come up, they're in the minority.
Right.
I believe that the majority of the people that are out there are trying to push forward a new agenda. And history tells and it repeats itself. The only time we really make real change in this country is through rioting.
That's it.
And activism like this.
You got to speak the language.
And here's the gag. We also are in Pride Month. Right. So like, LBGT rights came through from days of rioting, from Stonewall, days of it. And right after Martin Luther King was killed, civil rights stuff came into the situation. Am I correct, historian?
Yeah, before, it was mostly before, but yeah.
Yeah, but
the thing about it is, and actually, Madison, I'm glad you said that, because what people forget to realize, that like literally, and I say forget to realize because it's a chosen situation. They don't remember because they don't want to, one. But Dr. King was killed because he tried to start talk about economics. The government killed Dr. King. There is a lawsuit that was won by the King family that proved that the government had a part in his assassination. So they're wondering why we're mad. Rioting, like Dr. King said, is the language of the unheard.
And historian, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the day after he was killed, he was actually assembling people to go to Washington and petition on the lawn
for people's campaign
rights and raises for like city workers, sanitation workers, and that kind of thing. And they knew that if because he was talking about telling Black people to divest our money from the economy, pull your dollars out of the economy. I say this all the time. All of you Black people that be running out here on what's the day after Thanksgiving? Black Friday. You are pumping more money into this economy that gives no shit about you on that one day than the whole year.
Yeah, they make.
I agree with you, Craig.
Black Friday. It was called that. Well, besides the historical context of it, but it was called that because they make their whole bottom line that week.
Right.
But with that being said, Craig, I want to speak to the minority that you were talking about in that group and say, if y'all still have some bags and stuff left, I will give back to the Black community. I want that Dior saddlebag or that new Gucci collection, like any of that. If y'all still got some of that in the streets, I don't know the people that did any of that stuff. I'll purchase some.
They don't like it. Most of the looters were white. They don't want to sell it to you.
They don't want to sell it to me?
No, because they were white.
Oh, the white people were stealing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, who got this stuff now? Y'all done told y'all done got Gucci, y'all got Louis, y'all got Hermes, y'all got Christian Louboutin, y'all got Jimmy Choo, y'all got who got this stuff?
Now listen, y'all. We got one last thing up on the docket, and then we're gonna open up the lines in the Patreon. I'm not finna sit up here. Y'all not finna come through here. Listen, the Patreon. After this last thing, we do one gotta go, girl. Y'all can come in there and read us all day. Now that's what we're gonna be unhinged. I don't give a fuck about all this shit on the outside.
Girl, Miss Eva Dawn is trying to get me have it in the comments. She said, Craig,
hold on. This is what I'm saying. We're not gonna argue with you over there, Craig. We ain't doing that.
Wait. She said I ran out here and bought a $2,500 bike. Girl, you just gullible. I ain't spent no $2,500 on no bike. Madison just be exaggerating.
Well, Craig, Craig, and what about the other person over there that's writing down in the comment section said that you had posted about dating out?
I was just about to say, and another thing for the person that's over there saying that I said that you should only date in your race. I never said that. And that's a white person who's challenging me. What I said was, for those of you for Black gay men or Black people who have a preference to date only white, make sure your white partner is out there with you petitioning and carrying it on. And then I also posted, don't open for the white people that only date Black. Don't open your mouth for Black dick and keep it closed on Black issues.
But that's what I said earlier too.
Right.
Okay. All right. Last thing up on the court ledger before we go to the Patreon, girl. For a good few minutes. It's rumored that Wendy Williams has been hospitalized. Sources say that doctors are running neurological tests and that the daytime queen has been talking to herself. Child, they say the woman done went down there, honey, they done scalped, they done pulled all her edges off, girl. Girl, they say she round there like Sinead O'Connor, honey. They say, girl, she looking like Sinead O'Connor, Wendy Wendell, Bartholomew, Orenthal, Rufus Clyde, Theodis, Pookie, L. Dover, James and the Giant Peach, Hezekiah Walker Williams III is down there, honey. The third girl, they say she down there like Sinead O'Connor. They said she down there singing, "You can eat my pussy in the middle of a busy restaurant."
I think she.
We do know she was having medical issues, and I haven't seen that article, so I don't really know what's that about. But all we can do is pray and make sure that she is.
People got the misconception that I don't like. I respect her, and I really look up to her. She's like one of the people that I looked up to in the media industry. Like, you know what I'm saying? I look up and be like, girl, her, Oprah. Like, these girls occupy seats that, you know what I'm saying, that I do a mock version of. You feel what I'm saying? Judge Judy. Like, so I don't have no issue with her. It's just that I just think that the time has come. And that the new blood got to roll in there. And, she has enough money. She can rest her body. She can gossip from her phone.
Yeah, Madison, it's a National Mental Health Awareness Month.
Well, no, that was last month.
Oh, what?
That's amazing. Right now,
this is June, baby.
And in 14 days, girl, it's Juneteenth.
Yes, it is, on the 19th.
Yeah. You don't got all the facts, I see.
That's a little bit more than 14 days. What'd you say about the artifacts?
I said you don't got all the facts, honey. You talking about this? You to wear this month.
I really don't know what month it is, to tell you the truth.
He just don't have present day.
Hold on. Here we go. Here goes somebody. Do I always misgender Wendy? I've never called her him. That's misgendering. Bitch, my name can sit up here and be Thomas Edison, and girl, I'm still saying she and her. That's gender. Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. Know the difference between gender and a name, girl. Bobby Christina's name is Bobby, after her daddy. Don't do me. Do y'all hair. Don't do me. Do y'all taxes. Don't do me. Do y'all kids. Don't do me. I'm just being 100.
PTSD.
I said she each and every time. She and her each and every time. Don't do me. Do them bills on that counter. We know we got them.
So Craig.
Don't do me. Do them applications. Don't do me. Y'all don't do me.
Yeah, I done made my sister upset.
Jared, you suck my fat black. You and your mammy stick my fat black cock down your throat until your neck busts, motherfucker. And get off my page, bitch. And before you leave here, bitch, lick the crack of my ass, bitch, till your fucking hiccup shit. Bitch. And just because you know that name, bitch, I'm still she. And I'll piss all down your face, hoe.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank. Get off my page and gag on that. All right. We've come to the end of our show. And at the end of our show, it's one gotta go. One gotta go. So we've come down to this. Craig, what made you put this stuff up here? One gotta go. Wait a minute. Here you go. This one of these old things that you done pulled back out of the situation.
Did I do this?
That shows his age.
No. Did I do this one before? I don't think I did this one before, did I? I may have. I don't think I did though.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it. I know my parents love me.
Different world definitely
comes with me. You can decide. We can take it. Yeah. Just remember that you've been told it's a different world. Ooh, from where you come from. Yes, it is now. From where you come from.
You kind of sounded like Aretha right there.
A little bit. You know, she had that ham hock though.
Oh.
You know, she had that old nasty ham hock though.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
But a different world could go for me.
No, baby.
No.
No. Madison, go sit in the corner.
Fresh Prince can go for me.
A different world can go for me.
No.
No.
No, it can.
No.
It's a
different world with important TV.
From where I come from. Yes, it is now.
Just the fact that you remember that song, it don't leave.
I remember because Retha sung it. Retha.
Exactly.
I know.
You know that show was actually responsible
for
black folks going to school to HBCUs in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just remember. Yeah, just remember. Remember that you've been told. Oh.
You know, I'll tell you this. I could get rid of Fresh Prince. I like
Fresh Prince. Different World and Fresh Prince can go for me. I'm gonna watch my mind. What was it? Let me see what it was again, Mo.
Right, I kind of forgot too.
I got it. Oh, I love my living single. We are living, single in the 90s kind of world. I'm glad I got mine. Girl, keep your head up.
What? Keep your head up. That's right.
Ow! That's when we found out that Regine really was definitely a wig wearing whore. I live for her. Regine. You know, I had always knew that our good girlfriend Latifah, you know what I'm saying? I knew she was gonna set it off one day. You get what I'm saying? I knew she was an undercover Cleo. I knew it. You know, she was real stuff and stuff. She rocks rough and stuff with her braids and stuff. Hey. But Fresh Prince can go for me. It could go in different world. They could keep the theme song. Yeah. What? No. Yeah, different world. Yeah. It can. You know.
These comments though, my God.
Oh, listen. Don't act. See, a bitch be acting like you can't see what the fuck they say. See, a bitch get real strong behind the motherfucking goddamn keyboards, bitch. And hoes told me that bitch, you must have forgot I could cuss, bitch. You won't be taking up for the next hoe, pussy ass hoe, bitch. I don't see you, bitch, with your mammy eyes, bitch. None of you. You motherfuckers think because I don't cuss y'all bitch ass hoes out no more, bitch. That I don't. Excuse me, hold on. Y'all want to get y'all in no trouble, dear. You bitch ass motherfuckers think because I don't cuss you bitch ass fuck niggas out no more. I don't know how to cuss, bitch, or I don't be cussing or reading. You can suck my ass, bitch, backwards, bitch. Fuck y'all hoes. If you on my motherfucking page, puss ass bitch, haul ass. You ain't got to like me, bitch. You ain't nobody told you to come around here. Thanks for the view, motherfucker. Thank you, bitch. But you can kick rock. Any type of way you feel about me, bitch, tell me in my eyes, bitch. Don't tell me online, bitch. Tell me in my motherfucking face, bitch. Oh, I forgot. Bitch, you hoes know I'm our old motherfucking OLT, bitch. And when I set foot on the scene, bitch, you act like you can walk up on me, bitch, if you want to, bitch. You'll get slam dunk on your face, head, and throat, bitch, at the same time. And you out there capping for a neck and a back, bitch. Bitch, you can suck my ass. Bitch. And that's on Black History Month, motherfucker.
Not on Black History Month.
Bitch, that's on Juneteenth. Sick of you hoes being down there in my motherfucking comments with that bullshit, bitch. We having a good fucking show, being educational and talking and carrying on, bitch. Hard ass kid rocks around here, bitch. What the fuck you be over here for? Shit. Anyway, we've come to the end of our show. Derek J, I love you. Don't you go anywhere. What's the move? We're going to go over here in the motherfucking Patreon. Me, you, Craig, and the Black Historian. We're going to spend a few minutes with the folks that's in the Patreon because I haven't been with my Patreon family in a while. You know what I'm saying? And I love you guys. And it's come on in, bitch. And if you ain't got no Patreon, bitch, the link down there in my moderators. I'm gonna get me 2-3 moderators on my Facebook page. That's what I'm gonna do on my Facebook page. Cause see, bitch, a bitch be up here. It be y'all hoes, and I ain't talking about y'all, my mom. I'm talking about them other hoes, bitch, that's up underneath. Okay, them hoes that's up underneath, bitch, that be talking about a hoe. Bitch, you couldn't feel my motherfucking shoes, bitch, on nail day. Hold on, let me put y'all thing back up here. I'm sorry. Put moderators, put the damn y'all put the link to the Patreon in there. Y'all come on in. You feel me? Because we gonna be down right in there. Now, Craig, if you don't want to talk about, because we gonna talk about that thing that we didn't talk about on the outside. We gonna talk about that video.
Oh.
We gonna talk about that video. You done sent it to Derek J. Derek J. don't watch the video?
Oh no, somebody already sent it to me. Somebody said
you seen it. I'm gonna tell the joke in there. Anyway, I see y'all. Listen, put the link down there. Put the link down there for the Patreon. And listen, if y'all enjoyed my guest, hold on, put it back up here. If y'all enjoyed my guest, please make sure y'all send them $1, $2, $3, whatever. Send it to them. Let them know you enjoyed my guest. The Black Historian Eric Majette came on here. You know, Craig is all the ever so wise Craig. You get what I'm saying? I love my whore. I love my old slut bag, bicycle riding ass, Bloomingdale blouse.
$2,500 bike ride.
$2,500 bicycle, bitch. Don't you ever forget it. Well, actually, it was $24.99, bitch.
Well, that's still nice. It was 30, 50.
Listen, Derek J, you know I fuss with you the long way, as long as you keep that contract zeal and deliver.
I'm gonna hold up my end of the bargain.
Hold up your end of the contract, child. Yeah, it's a crazy motherfucker. I love you guys. I hope you guys learned something. Hold on, let me type the link down there. Craig, you ain't doing your job. You ain't putting the link down there.
I saw it. I saw somebody posting it. It's in there.
No, hold on. We about to. Craig, what you talking about over there? You talking about me on the slide?
I'm trying to text from my.
Yeah, I know, but is you talking about me on that text message? You text. you from Baltimore? You got to be watched.
Listen, somebody is putting the link to the damn video in the comments.
Ooh, y'all so messy. Ooh, y'all messy. Ooh.
But you know what? Oh, let me say this, because I did want to say this and I forgot to say it. Along with voting, it's very, very important for you guys to complete your census form. If you have that census form at your house and it's sitting on your counter, you need to complete that census form or go online and complete it. You don't have to, mail it in. You can do it online. The census
takes 2 seconds.
Say it again, Derek.
It only take like 5, and it's not long at all.
It's very quick. But it's important for you to fill out your census because it determines the tax dollars and monies that will come into the
area
you live in.
Yeah.
You got it. All right. That's the Patreon link. All right. Y'all join us. We're going to be in there in a few minutes. I got to set the thing up. Let me put it up here. I want y'all to show my some love. If they showed y'all some love judges and panel tonight, make sure you tell the people thank you. Call them people's name. I let them know that they done showed you some love before we skip on out.
Right.
If they showed you some love, my God, today. Let me show out. Let me see.
Oh wow.
Child, people think I'm rich and they don't send me no money, child.
Rhonda, thank you. Rhonda Butler, John Anderson, thank you.
Pat Gray, thank you so much. Dina, I love you like a fat bitch love chocolate chips, bitch. And I'm a fat bitch that loves chocolate chip Toll House cookies, goddamn it. I love you so much. They ain't such a nut yet. They gonna send you some.
The people think I'm rich, girl. They think I'm out here. They think I don't need no money, child.
Listen, If y'all loved it, y'all send the folks, y'all see, you watch the playback. If the damn peoples don't be up here carrying on, honey, about the stuff we done said about black. But listen, before we anything.
Oh, wait, I take it back. I lied. Honey, Rhonda, Tiffany Brown.
That's right. Don't do my Manny Ma. Listen, let me tell y'all something, okay? Ooh, wait a minute, hold on now. Let me see. Thank you, Leslie Lester. Baby, Leslie Lester made it rain down on here, honey. I felt rain down on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Rain on me. Okay. Yes. Thank you, King Area. Thank you very much. They say, hey, Derek, I met you at the hair show in ATL earlier this year. You're such a diva and your heels be popping. My God, the thing. Thank you, King Area. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, we headed over there to the Patreon, y'all. We headed to the Patreon. Craig, I'm going to send you the link. Eric, I'm going to send you the link. Derek, I'm going to send you the link. You hear me? Don't go. We ain't going to be there too long, honey. I'm home. I love you guys, and thank you guys for watching.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for watching the show. I love you so much, honey. And until next week, well, we'll see y'all on the morning show. It's morning on Tuesday. What day, Mo? Wednesday. Praise God. Listen, you keep me. Got a lot of stuff going on because a bitch said all I do is sit online because I ain't got no money no more. Little did they know. Bitch, I'm broke. The joke, honey. I'm still trying. Listen, my weave bad. I just got my nails done, honey. My God. Listen, I just got them done. I had a lady come over here. Thank y'all for all y'all what y'all do for me. I'm gonna be on this bitch 5 days a week as long as the mob call for me. I'll be at this motherfucker 5 days a week. And don't worry about what goes down in my fucking basement, bitch, because you know what it is? It's mine. All right, let's take us out. Quit talking and listen. Get over to my Patreon right now so that you can receive some exclusive content from the TS herself. Who you said? The TS. Patreon is filled with one-on-one exclusive content behind the scenes. You can even chat with me in there, me and you. It's just me and you. So get to www.patreon.com/TS Madison Hinton, and you'll be glad you did. I promise. Is it on? Is it on, honey? Is this bitch recording? What's up, YouTube land, Twitter land, Instagram, Snapchat, Grindr, Scruff, and all that other shit? This is your girl, T.S. Madison, and I'm coming to you loud, live, and in color with a very special announcement. Are you trying to get your business seen around the world? Are you trying to get those unique impressions? Is there a specific demographic that you're looking to reach? Well, look no further, honey. I'm your girl. We're currently running specials for our sponsorship packages that will book your business. Email me at booktsmadison@gmail.com. Advertise with us today. See you soon. Bye. This has been a T.S. Madison and RDE Multimedia Group presentation. Hey guys, if you just enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/TS Madison Hinton. Or if you're already here, click that bell up there, one of them, and subscribe so that you don't miss this or any other excellent content that I have for you. Don't meet me here, beat me here. Ciao.